up? It's your girl, Kim Ta. It's 3:51 a.m. But you know what? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the gateway process, the Hemi-sync, and relevancy in news today. Okay, so why are you on this channel? Well, first, you probably were like, wow, a firebender. I didn't even know firebenders were real. Is this a real thing or is it fake? Is being a psychic a real thing or is it fake? Well, guess what? News is that the gateway process is actually truly a real thing. What is the gateway process? The gateway process was a study conducted by the CIA utilizing something called the Hemi-sync, which is binaural beats. Your brain is divided into two. Wait, what? You're telling me I could have like superpowers? Yeah, with like a really good incremental amount of time and maybe a bit more practice. Because now, let me tell you, before I get into the Hemi-sync, with real time and real life things going on today, AI, as we know, is artificial intelligence. Now, AI, according to Elon Musk, is so dangerous if placed in the wrong hands. What do you mean? So, according to my blogs and what we've been looking at and with the gateway process, what you see and what you hear controls what you believe, and everything starts with the way you think. What? Yes, everything starts with really the way that you think. So, can you imagine if there is innovative AI out there that's able to control frequencies and deepfake artificial intelligent campaigns, utilization of social media apps, and they can control frequencies that can control your brains? No way, Kim. You're lying. Well, in the gateway process, the Hemi-sync shows binaural beats 4 hertz under and over. Your left side is basically the part that's asleep and your right side is going. So what happens is your body is asleep, but your mind continues to go. And remember when I said everything is truly energy? Well, we have consciousness. So let's dive in. There are 3 levels of consciousness. There's conscious, where you're awake, alive, you're arguing, you're kicking the ball, right? Then there's your subconscious. So your subconscious is like your DNA helix, cells, regeneration, the things that we don't know that's going on and that we don't realize this, but the brain is in the control of it. Your brain is the control hub center of it. I'm doing a face-to-face realistic video with you so you realize later on I am not an artificial intelligent creative being. I am the real deal. I am actually the pyrokinetic that understands every part of the gateway process. So with AI transcending and with the weaponry that can be utilized to actually internally get to your head and change the way that you think, can you imagine how powerful that is if people wanted to utilize this type of technology for a mass group of people? Exactly. And as we know, we are headed towards 4 years on now, AI is taking over jobs. Jobs become obsolete from here. Do you get where I'm going? So according to studies that were conducted in the 1920s, the Soviet Union actually has been studying psych warfare. Yes, it's psych war. It's not saying that it will happen. Hypothetically, World War III has not started yet. However, in order for technology and AI to not control you with synthetic frequencies that control the brain, I'm going to teach you exactly how to hone in and find yourself, because you're on my channel for a reason. You found this for a reason. You find this at the right time, the right place, and it means that I've already created this for everyone and all, for the greater good of all. So you can potentially realize what is artificial news and what is real news. Because when you hear certain loud frequencies that are irking and bothering you, you are most likely to react. Now, when we are able to pinpoint our triggers and we are able to stay calm under pressure, that is when we are yielding and thinking more cognitively. Control your mind so society does not control you. And in senses, so AI technology, if it gets into the wrong hands, does not control you, and we can heal not only as a nation, but as a worldwide change together. Because the moment you're able to close out, zone out sensory deprivation, you're able to understand breathing methods and how to utilize the gateway process when everything around us is in entropy. You truly yourself are healing within when you are sitting right here watching my video. And this is why everything that I'm teaching is so imperative, is to help the world all together. So welcome to my channel. So what is it about AI that I'm freaking out about? I thought this was supposed to be about firebending. I thought this was about psychic abilities. Guess what? The gateway process does enhance your psychic abilities and your intuitive abilities. And since I'm teaching you how to self-develop yourself, you're also going to find out what your true moral values are. So, with the frequencies in AI, everything around us is frequencies, microwaves, cellular, signals. You don't see it, but can you imagine if the binaural beats in the Hemi-sync process can already influence the brain to help people have outer body experience, astral projecting, see the future, see the past, and they could do X, Y, and Z more. You can only imagine how people can manipulate synthetically for you to think a certain way. Exactly. This is why the topology of all this is very imperative, that I'm showing you guys this as somebody who's endured a lot of these things and is the gateway process. You're learning it from the pyrokinetic herself, the one out of a few billion, 8 billion actually. So let's go ahead and get into this. To give you a hypothetical example, imagine if you were surveillance 24/7, cyber breached. Your finances were all depleted, and you have a smear campaign against you. Have you ever heard something about someone and it instantly changed your view about them, regardless if you found out it was real or fake? Yes. So, in the future, this could be utilized with social media. You have to decide for yourself and do the due diligence to decipher whether this is real or fake news, whether this is credible or not. Energy does not lie. People's words do. And as I'm here, I want you guys to check out my blog so you guys can look at the additional resources to do your own due diligence yourself. Because I am not trying to persuade anyone anything. But what I'm trying to do is teach people how to develop themselves to become better people for the greater good of all, so that if AI lands in the wrong hands, nobody is harmed in any way. And if so, we are looking for ways to actually reduce the rate of anything happening hypothetically. So imagine if we had AI technology, financial institutions being down, and if we had deep faked and manipulation of content creators, AI spreading a bunch of lies. How would you feel? How would you think? The way to destroy somebody within is to try to control their environments, but nonetheless control their mind. The moment that you control someone's mind and their beliefs, then you're controlling everything, because that leads into actions, and actions will lead to other things, and from there it's a downward spiral. Next. So if there's entropy outside of all of this, I wanted to give this a quick overview on why I'm doing this and what is the reason. Also, I will include additional resources. So, with that being said, as a nation, as all, for the greater good of all beings, for all of us, may we heal together so that we become better all together in this new world and this new awakening that we seek for the better of everyone and for the greater good of all. Thank you so much. If you want to learn more about how to protect yourself, or about the gateway process, or if you're interested in this type of content, go ahead and subscribe to my content, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care, and I hope we grow together. Namaste.